Yeah, so you're going to need your ginger. Full cup will be enough, depending on what you're going to make. Depending on the quantity you're going to make. You also need some flavoring. As you can see it right there, you can use any other flavor that you want. Then that is baking powder as well. And then the flour. Then you also need that, which is Blue Band or Prestige. What do they call that? I don't know. Prestige or Blue Band if you have Blue Band. It makes it hard. Eh? Yeah, Blue Band makes it hard. So use Prestige. Yeah, after the ginger, then you add sugar, you add the Prestige right there. You add the flour. Now the flour we used, I think it was not a full packet. It was almost full, right? Almost full. Then as you mingle the things, you add the baking powder, you add the flavor after you feel like the crystals have, reduced in the size and whatnot. So you add the flavoring, completely dissolved. Right here we didn't put the measurements of the water. I think it could be. I think it should be like. Is it a liter? Not a liter, right? Not a liter. So 1.5 liters. I don't know. 1 full cup, the cup we used to measure the sugar, plus a half of that cup. So 1 full cup and a half of that cup. You mingle like you're mingling posho. When you're done with that, then you cover it. Use we call it kavera in Uganda. Those who are Ugandans, you understand. If you're not Ugandan, we call it a polythene bag in English. So yeah, you make it sit. You make the dough sit for like 15 minutes. And when it sits for 15 minutes, big piece, you start to in English, but I would say that you spread it the way it is shown in the video. You spread it, then after you get your knife and then you cut it into those parallel lines. You create kind of like rectangular shapes, the way you're going to see. So you cut those parallel lines, then you come again to cut smaller rectangles, as you're going to see, like that. So you cut those rectangular pieces. You cut depending on the size you want your mandazi to be. If you want your mandazi to be of a bigger size, you cut bigger ones. If you want smaller size, you cut smaller ones. For us, we preferred the smaller mandazi. So that's why we cut those small pieces. So I'm going to put a list of the ingredients in their proper dimensions. Dimensions, proper quantities. You can use anything, but make sure, of course, you use the oil. You have to get your oil ready. Whatever you use, you dip them in and let them boil for how many minutes, my dear? 15, right? So you let them boil for 15 minutes. As you can see, I use the word we because we made these mandas, 2 of us. One was one made the first part, I made the second. Why you hear me ask her some questions that I'm not well sure of. But everything that we have used in it, in their quantities, I'm going to write in the description below. We are new to the YouTube game, so guys, support us. I know, as we always say, the first video is not the best, but we are doing our best to ensure that we give you good content. We thought to ourselves, why don't we just make a full video and we post it on YouTube? When they ask, we just tell them to come watch, and they'll have everything in details, because as you can see, we are also sometimes busy hustling. When you're living in Uganda, you have to hustle. So if you're watching us and you're not from Uganda, please comment, tell us where you come from, and tell us why you're watching the video already. And they have changed color to that brownish color. Don't let them be there for so long, because they'll get burnt. So when they are ready, of course, they are ready to eat. As you can see in the video, look at how yummy those mandazi look. Look at how that looks. So when it's ready, just get your mandazi and eat it.